Larry Hausner here, the author of Save Baseball, a prescription for the major leagues. You can pick up my book anywhere online, and I encourage you to do so today. So, the World Series has concluded, and one of my first thoughts is that I can imagine that the higher ups in New York City in those MLB offices were quite disappointed that the Yankees imploded in game 5 and that the series did not go back to Los Angeles. Think about the millions of dollars MLB lost by not having at least a game 6. Something else that struck me after the game was over, it was interesting. The World Series had concluded. That game 5 was clearly the last game. And I'm wondering if you happened to see what I saw with Yankees superstar Juan Soto after the game. Soto was the last Yankee player to leave the dugout. He sat there and watched the Dodgers celebration all the way to the end, seemingly. He then walked to the end of the dugout, said a prayer, and headed to the clubhouse. Perhaps that'll be the last time we see him in a Yankee uniform. So to me, it did not look like he was sitting there, feeling sorry for himself. Nope. It looked as though he had an expression of determination. He looked motivated. And I'm not certain what kind of teammate Juan Soto is or clubhouse guy. There were rumors in San Diego that he struggled in both areas in 2023, but it's clear to me today, based on what I saw after game 5, that guy wants to win. Could see it on his face as the Dodgers celebrated their World Series championship on his field. Now he's a free agent, and I bet the Yankees front office, I bet they're a little nervous today. They gave up quite a bit to get him, and now he just might walk right out the door. After putting up those huge regular season statistics, big numbers, 288 average, 41 homers, 109 RBIs, and an OPS of 988. And postseason numbers quite impressive as well. 327 average, 4 homers, 9 RBIs, and an OPS of 1100. And let's remember, this guy's only 26 years old, and he can go anywhere he wants. So let's think about his options and what kind of an offseason this is going to be for Juan Soto. First, I cannot imagine, after what I saw after game 5, that he signs with any team that isn't either a current contender or one that is just a couple of pieces, a couple of tweaks away from being one. No way that guy's going to a losing team with no plan, no direction, or one that has a history of being dysfunctional. Let's think back to Chris Bryant. He did that a couple of years ago. He clearly was looking for a payday. Well, Bryant got his payday, and not only has he been injured a lot, he's also on a terrible team. Sorry, Rockies fans. They're not winning anytime, not anytime soon whatsoever. So Soto, he's going to get that payday, and he's going to determine where it comes from. So don't be surprised if he ends up, my goodness, maybe a Dodger, a Philly, a Brewer, maybe an Oriole, or how about an Atlanta Brave? And certainly he could re-sign with the Yankees. We know they've got the money to do so. Regardless, I think it's going to be with a winner, and those teams are winners, or somebody ready to contend real soon. So if you're a fan of a middle of the pack team or a bottom feeder, you can dream, but I would not hold your breath because I don't think he's coming your way. My only piece of advice for Soto, and not that he's calling me up and asking me for it, but I'm going to offer it nonetheless. Sign before spring training. Don't drag it into March because, as we've seen with players such as J.D. Martinez and even Blake Snell in 2024, it's hard to get up and running. It's hard to get into regular season shape during the regular season. Well, I'd love to know your thoughts on one of the game's biggest stars and where Juan Soto might land. So comment, subscribe, and share. Until next time, for the love of the game, I'm Larry Hausner.